All right, what up, Miles? How's it going, buddy?
Back with another episode.
Yes, sir.
Good,
yes,
man. How are
sir.
you?
I'm tired, but
Work was good? Work was good?
Yeah, work was all right, actually. It was a little bit hectic, but it's always hectic at my place there. Yeah, it was a good day. I smashed it out. Knocked out a really good dinner. Yeah, there was a little bit of drama. There's a little bit of drama in the LBC, but I had a little bit of a hectic morning, and I haven't ate my dinner yet. But everything's cool. Thanks for asking. Yeah.
Oh, you're sacrificing, eh?
Oh, it's all about sacrifice.
Haven't eaten. You haven't even eaten.
I'm all messaging you like, oh no, I'm ready to go. Everything's cool. It's not cool. I'm not ready to go. You know?
but we're back with another episode.
We're here for
episode 2. So what do we got?
Well, before we dive into everything, we got merch on the way as well. So I got the logo for the I got the logo for the shirt worked out. I'll show you. I'll put it over here. Yeah, I'll show you on the screen up there. And I've started talking to a couple companies about getting some shirts done. So those are on the way.
Awesome.
Me and Miles are going to be getting a hoodie.
Couple hoodies.
That's right, a couple of hoodies. Keeping it hoodie.
You gotta definitely rock those.
Yeah. The episode's already over 150 views. So thank you to everybody who's watched the episode. We're just getting going, so
thank you.
We appreciate it. If you please subscribe to the channels, please share the video. Let your friends know who watch UFC, watch boxing. Just let your guy friends know. Do you watch the fights? Have you seen Hothead and Miles? You know. So
and we are doing that free T-shirt giveaway.
That's right. We're putting a lot of hard work into this.
Hothead's got the logo.
We'd appreciate it if you guys help
Darcy made the logo and everything.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we got.
So Hothead's on his game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, let's do our first segment. How do you feel? How do you feel about Endeavor buying WWE to combine the UFC and the WWE with as one? This has been getting twisted up a little bit here. What it's going to be is they're going to be two companies under the umbrella that is Endeavor, and they'll be able to publicly trade fighters within each other or back and forth. I'd probably say there'll be more like trading within. You'll be seeing UFC fighters working, doing, cameos and at pay-per-views, and you're going to see crossovers, a lot of crossing over. How do you feel about that?
Right. I think that's exciting. I'm not much of a wrestling fan now, but I used to watch wrestling all the time. After like the D-Generation X days, I kind of stopped. But I think that's cool. It's a good moneymaker.
Same thing as you. I'm not really big into the wrestling anymore. Like back when I was younger, up until like maybe I was 15 or 16.
This might spark our interest again.
I was really deep into it. I had to be careful what I said there. We're still in the first few minutes of this episode, so I was really deep into the wrestling. Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, The Rock, Mankind, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart. Fuck around and find out. Oh, I guess we're almost at 4 minutes. That's what's up, I guess. There we go.
Already dropped a bomb already.
Yeah, already. I was trying not to, too. Shit.
It's all good, man.
That's pretty exciting. I'm excited about that news. I was not expecting that at all. And then
I didn't either, man.
The funny thing too is we were talking about doing this episode with like upcoming promotions, and it's not.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. They're gigantic promotions, but that's definitely like kind of newsworthy and kind of on topic with this episode, right? So that was perfect timing.
So hey, just a quick thing. Do you think? Question mark. Do you think Brock Lesnar is going to maybe get another chance at the UFC?
Oh shit! I think he'll be there tomorrow. I don't know. I think there's already something in the works because I know that DC did an interview with him there Because he's got some match with a gigantic 7'4" or 7'6" type mofo.
Yeah.
I actually saw those interviews with DC the day before the news dropped. So I was like, this is kind of weird. I'm like, why am I seeing Daniel Cormier in front of this WrestleMania sign interviewing Brock? You know what I mean? So like, some was fishy, some was like happening. I knew that, right?
Yeah.
But yes, I could see something happening with Brock. Probably, I think he'll do the WrestleMania, and he's probably going to steamroll straight into the UFC. I think
so.
Either that, or he'll take
a
few months off, and then he's going to come FSU, fuck some shit up.
Yeah. Last time I saw Brock in the ring in UFC was when he pushed Daniel Cormier after Daniel Cormier beat Miocic, I believe.
You know,
and that was uncalled for.
What I get out of that whole thing happening is that I think that the cool thing about it will be that when UFC fighters are struggling in the UFC a little bit, and they're struggling to either be that champion or that competitor, that they're going to be able to go into the WWE and make a really nice career for themselves and spice up the WWE and bring some of that realism and some of that grit and some of that nastiness. And you're going to be able to take these fighters that are not even working some years, paying all these trainers, paying out the ass, struggling to eat, going into debt. And then, instead of that happening, they're going to be able to go into WWE. Hopefully there'll be a lot of give and take, and hopefully that's the scenario. And it's just going to be this kind of nonstop flow of organized chaos.
Yeah, I agree. It sets them up too, right? It gives them another career, a path to look down.
Yeah,
I think that's a good idea. I think it was smart on their part, and it will bring in a lot of views, a lot of people watching.
Yeah, we're excited for that.
It is.
Speaking of chaos, this is the perfect time to do a transition. How do you feel about Colby Chaos Covington coming out of absolutely nowhere after being gone for like a year? And he's looking at probably getting a title shot right away here. How do you feel about that?
Well, did you know against Leon and Usman, he was the backup to fight for the title shot?
Just showed
actually,
up out of nowhere.
It was crazy.
Yeah, well,
just happened out of nowhere.
He's probably afraid of.
I know.
He's probably afraid of allegedly getting beat up again or something, right?
Yeah. Burns and Masvidal, I know they're butthurt about that though. They don't agree with that. But,
but what are you gonna do?
Yeah, that's crazy. It's
Masvidal's
crazy. Kobe is
boy.
an exciting.
Masvidal's my boy, but
me too.
Kobe really did 50-44 in Minnesota or whatever he said.
Yeah.
44 to Minnesota. Like, how are you gonna argue that, right? He wrestled him to death.
Yeah. That's his game, though. He's a wrestler. That's his main background, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you can throw the hands though now.
It's crazy. There's a lot of bitching and moaning going on about that. Man, the more I see of Colby Covington, the more I love him, man. Like,
he's exciting to watch, man.
Yeah.
He's
whether it's an act or whether he's just become a bit of an asshole, either way, he's just entertaining.
The fans like it. It's entertaining.
Yeah.
It's exciting to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
And look at Conor McGregor. Everyone likes the bad guy. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it's hard not to watch.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he's doing an awesome job advertising himself for the UFC, and I think
he does awesome stir.
He's smart.
He does awesome stir shit up in the interviews and stuff like that. But he doesn't do quite as well as Masvidal does in the interviews. Does he?
Right. Agreed.
Did you see that today?
Masvidal. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Masvidal stirred the pot up real good there. Because I guess allegedly,
he gave him brain damage.
Allegedly. There's a lawsuit going on where Colby Covington's suing Gamebred Masvidal for some monies relating to allegedly assaults that happened at restaurants.
Basically, Masvidal's words out of his mouth. Kobe's the king of calling cops and sucking cocks.
Woo! Nice.
That's what he dropped on media day. So
awesome. I missed that.
that's
part.
gonna stir up the pot big time.
I missed
Yeah,
that.
that's
part.
gonna hugely
gold.
stir up the pot.
What was it again? I forget. What did he say?
He said Kobe's the king of calling the cops and sucking cocks.
All right, I just had to double check that. Thanks for touching back on that. And then yeah, he said, I guess like
No worries.
because apparently Kobe allegedly told the law that he's got brain damage from that incident.
So why would he be allowed to fight for the title? Is my question.
That's a
though.
good question.
If he's got brain damage, right? Like
I always thought he had
I know the UFC. The UFC is all about safety, right?
Yeah.
And the USADA and all that. So it's like, what's going on with that then? I don't. That's basically what Masvidal said. How does that make any sense?
Yeah, if he had to
He's
get
fighting
if he
for
got
the
brain
belt.
damage, then there should be doctors involved, and there would have had to be like clearance and stuff like that, right?
That's right. I agree.
I would imagine so.
Yeah.
But anyhow, let's keep it moving along into our main segment. Upcoming promotions. Companies starting to get bigger. We got the PFL. We got the BKFC, the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship.
Bare Knuckle. Yeah.
We got one. We got Game Bred Boxing, which normally I wouldn't even bring up.
Yes, sir.
But that was one hell of a show the other day.
You were telling me that.
Mhm.
Yeah. I didn't catch the event, but
No, and you know what?
this
Game Bred
young
Masvidal,
this
he
young
was
gentleman
telling me
over here
that
did.
He's not interested in watching your stuff. That's what Miles said. That's what you were telling me, right?
Oh, come on now.
If
Come
Game
on
Bred,
now.
If you're ever
I
happen to
love
see
you,
this,
Masvidal.
He's just not interested.
I'm rooting for you, Masvidal.
No, that that event was absolutely crazy. And having one of the female fighters wear fruit by the foot, wrapped a bikini of fruit by the foot around her. That was all she wore out to the stage for the pre-fight press conference. That'll attract some
That's
attention.
interesting.
Yeah. She's
Yeah,
been all
that's
over social
interesting for
media
sure.
ever since the fight. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Sex sells.
Yeah, I heard that was a bit. I heard that was a big hit on like someone being interviewed. I heard that was a big hit there.
Yeah. Yeah,
by the
she's
foot
like
plus.
throwing
I heard
out
it.
fruit by the foot. The ones she didn't use, she had this big box and she's throwing them out.
And I heard it from your short clip too. So yeah,
they're doing.
that's interesting.
Good to be bringing attention. They got that on lockdown. I heard that one of the fighters from one claimed that she only got a $1,300 sign and $1,300 win, $1,300 sign win contract. That's
really?
peanuts. Like,
Yeah.
I almost got that much in total on one of my last paychecks because I had some overtime, and that's a fighter. That was a female fighter. Like that's some people at McDonald's probably make more than that. So that's pretty crazy. And they actually showed a picture of on her Instagram, like she did a snapshot of the contract, and it was legit.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that.
So
fighting in a cage, taking that much damage and stuff.
That takes the spotlight off of UFC with the low paying issues there.
Personally, I think PFL and UFC are probably the organizations you probably want to be in to get paid.
Yeah,
I know PFL. They're trying to
like. The BKFC is coming up too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They put on many good events.
Maybe
they've
not
had great
as
events.
big of money, but good enough money where those guys under that company, under
it'll get
that
up
promotion, they're getting paid well and they're living a good life. Mike Perry's doing all right now.
Yeah, he's gonna be fighting.
Yeah, he likes to fight. Mike Perry don't mind a good fight, man. He's
going to be fighting Luke Rockhold.
And Luke Rockhold.
Luke Rockhold
he's my boy.
Is that his debut? That's his debut, isn't it?
Bare Knuckle, yeah.
In the bare knuckle, yeah.
And boxing, I believe. Whether or not this is technically boxing,
That'll be interesting. I think Luke Rockhold will do pretty well. But in the boxing,
it's fist to fist, so like. It is boxing. you're punching two guys punching each other. They're just not wearing gloves. So.
All it takes is that one connection to that chin, and it's lights out.
Yeah.
Like, just got to know where to hit the guy.
They both got a puncher's chance, but
and they do. Yeah, they're gonna scrap.
My guy, man. I love watching him and stuff. I hope he's got the fire back in him. I hope he's ready to go because Mike Perry's a dog.
He is a dog. He's a beast, man. Yeah. He likes to.
He's fucking fired up lately.
Yeah.
He's fired up, man. I've caught a couple of his interviews in the last month on YouTube.
Well, he fought Julian Lane, and that was a big build up and a huge.
He's been fighting every 2 months or something like that.
That was a fight right outside the cage. Mike Perry or something was in the audience, Mike Perry and Julian Lane were in the audience, and they both scrapped a little bit.
Oh shit!
So and then I think they ended up fighting.
I heard about that. Yeah.
And then I think Mike Perry won that fight, I believe. And I think now here we are. I don't know if Mike Perry fought after that fight, but
I feel like he's fought at least 3 times in the last year, either way.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. He's pretty active in the bare knuckle. Yeah.
So I got a couple notes.
Yeah, he seems to be liking it there.
I got a couple notes on the PFL here.
Yeah.
The regular season kicked off there like 3 or 4 days ago. It was pretty impressive to watch. I didn't catch as much as I wanted to, but I was.
Yeah, neither did I.
Bouncing in and out of it. They have a point system.
Right.
They have a point system, like a regular season point system. Like it's going to be more like football and hockey kind of thing, not just wins and losses, which I think is like. I think it's good. I support it. Like,
isn't that going to be?
It's going to be different, but like the UFC's had a lot of issues with judging and, with judging.
Yeah.
And judging. And
repping. Yeah, you know what? Maybe
there's different. There's so many different angles to the fight, right? And if the point system can be better organized to break that shit down, so that at some point the final point is a reflection of what happened in the fight, as opposed to a W or an L, and I support that.
Right.
You know what? If that makes sense.
Me too. I'm sorry, but the judges are whack.
Yeah.
I'm sure sorry, but I do not
with the PFL as well. I thought it was interesting, and I was intrigued. It got the wheels turning right away, and I'm like, well, with all the problems that we're having in the UFC with the judging, and
right,
the judging,
judging's hard though. It's like
there's just been so much shit talk about after the fights happen. There's ref cams as well. The PFL has ref cams.
Right.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Right.
That actually, So I like that idea.
You a constant live video of like angle of in between them grappling and shit like that, and they don't have to use that video.
That's what we want.
But they have it available, so that you're getting a view kind of more of the shit that's going down in the fight.
I like that.
Right.
I like that. Yeah.
So there's
that'd be cool.
And when the end of the season is done, the champions are getting $1 million. So
that's cool.
Jake Paul said he's stoked to make 6 millionaires or something like that. I saw on a promo reel.
Well,
so I believe that there's going to be 6 weight divisions as well. That's what I got out of that.
That's cool. Yeah. I'm excited. Well, that's why Jake Paul did this, right? He wanted to increase fighter pay, and he wanted medical for the fighters, proper medical.
It was cool, like right after we were talking about how much money the PFL might be throwing around and might not be. I saw right after that, I saw the $1 million champion thing. So I was like, all right, that's decent. Right out the gates, they're gonna make people millionaires and give them a belt.
Okay, so wait,
they're gonna earn the belt.
Wait though. Okay, so after he beat Anderson Silva in boxing, remember, didn't he make an agreement that if he beat Anderson Silva would join his organization and help him out? I remember that's what he said. So isn't
nothing
Anderson
ever came
Silva
of that.
a part of PFL?
Yeah, nothing ever came of that.
No? they made
That
what
was
was it?
like Jake Paul kind of
yeah.
putting him on the spot.
So yeah, no, that would have been cool though.
I know, and everyone was super excited and talking about that. You know what? You
Oh,
bring up a really good point. I actually kind of it slipped my mind. Actually, I forgot about that.
yeah, I
What's
almost
up,
forgot about that
Silva?
too. Actually,
What's up, Spider? I'll have to throw that in the description.
join.
Some hashtags. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He snuck by on that one, didn't he? A little sneakerama. So yeah,
Just like those front kicks he throws to the face.
yeah. So that's all I got for the PFL. That's what really stood out to me. Couple fights were like kind of could have been better. Couple fights were had some nice finishes.
Yeah,
I'm excited for the PFL. I'm excited to see what they have around the
me
corner.
too.
I
I think they're gonna blossom real fast.
Yeah, you got them on YouTube?
Yeah.
You got their
Yes, I
channel? Yeah. I'm gonna be all over
Yes,
that
I
shit.
do.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna
Yeah.
start dialing in on that stuff. I think that it's gonna be
Yeah, I'm
probably
really.
the next biggest thing coming up underneath the UFC.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that.
Like I'm naive to Bellator. I'm gonna have to do some homework. I don't know what's going on with Bellator. I don't hear about them a lot.
No, I haven't been keeping up with Bellator much, man. You got all these other leagues right now, and I don't know.
And I don't hear much about it.
I'm into these. Yeah, not as much.
Yeah, so I'll have
Not
to
as
look into
much.
that a little bit. But yeah,
Yeah, me too.
I think that's all I got. Do you have anything else?
I mean,
Any
I
other
know.
notes?
Well, there's UFC. We got Stylebender and Alex Pereira 2 coming up
Yeah,
this weekend. So that's going to be
we
good.
could touch on that.
I can't wait for.
We could touch on that coming up here. I got something for the championship rounds for that bad boy right there.
All right, all right. All
So
right. What about a quick thing on Power Slap?
all right, if we have to, what's up?
All right. Okay, so
Oh yeah,
there's
we
a
got
new. Apparently,
Tim Silva.
I,
Is that what you're gonna say?
yeah, that's gonna be. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. Actually, I wasn't gonna say
Oh
that.
damn!
But
I was
you
trying to
just
guess.
said it.
I was trying to guess.
No, apparently, I think season 2's coming up on Wednesday. Or I think it's aired tonight or next Wednesday. They have a new guy, Anthony
Easy, careful.
Blackburn.
Blackburn.
Anthony Blackburn, he goes by, and I guess he's making his debut, so that's exciting. That's a new power slap fighter.
Is he?
And then
Is that a power
Dana White
slapper?
apparently
Are they called power slappers?
he's a power slapper. He's a
You
power
little power
slapper.
slapper, you. I got one for
And
you.
then apparently
Sorry, go ahead.
Dana White's going to be doing the next season 2 in Abu Dhabi, and apparently he's looking for all newcomers around the world. So that's going to get pretty exciting.
Abu Dhabi's
But,
where the shit goes down these days, man.
no, he loves it out there. He likes throwing events out there,
Yeah,
and I like it too. I can't complain.
yeah. I've seen the Top G did some videos out there. Like that city looks beautiful as hell. There's like some crazy architectural stuff happening, like some super high tech, futuristic. I could be wrong, but I swear to God, there's like a mirror, one big like city they're building across a desert that's like mirrored. I could be wrong, but I seen something on that is like so crazy,
Yeah.
man.
No, I know he's been at it for a long time, building stuff and getting things put in place. And yeah, Dana White spends a lot of time down there.
Yeah,
That's like his second home apparently. So
yeah.
yeah, he puts in a lot of work down there.
We don't mind.
So it's just going to be interesting. It's going to get more and more interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
More facilities are probably going to be built down there. More gyms, yeah, facilities. So yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah, they need to build. He's probably already working on it, but they need to have like a PI for slap league for the power slap. We need a power slap PI.
Yeah.
So like they can have their own home base, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can't have those weirdos walking around in the fighter hotels and shit. Get out of here with that. All right, so I got a new segment for you. We got Miles.
Right,
we got Miles in a minute. Miles in a minute, but that's spelled Myles. You know why, bro?
Yeah, not Miles.
Because it's you. All right, so I got a few questions here
That's
for
right.
you. I got my eye on the clock here. I got a few questions for you, and we're gonna do Miles in a minute. Ready? What's your favorite weight class in the UFC?
Favorite weight class? I would say middleweight and heavyweight.
What's your favorite style of MMA to watch?
Favorite style to watch? I like karate based, and I also like Muay Thai.
Yes, sir. Favorite choke?
Favorite choke? Oh man, you're putting me on the
Clock's
spot.
ticking.
I like a good old rear naked choke.
Yes, sir.
But I also like a nice triangle choke
What
too.
about the Darce choke? Come on. Rock holder parry.
Darce choke is awesome. Rock holder parry. I'm gonna go with. I think Parry's gonna do it, but I'd like to see Rock
holder parry. One or the other.
Parry by knockout.
All right, and sit-ups or push-ups? We're almost out. Sit-ups or push-ups?
Sit-ups.
Ooh, surprise me.
Because I need to get my abs back.
That's
I need to get my abs back.
right there. All right, that was good. All right, let's cruise into the championship rounds. We're right on schedule here. The clock's looking good. Championship rounds. Couple of topics, couple of minutes. First, UFC pay-per-view coming up. Adesanya versus Pereira and Masvidal versus Burns. Bow.
Two big fights.
Two big fights.
Two great fights. They're going to be action-packed. They're going to be awesome. Everyone get the pay-per-view. Watch the fights this weekend.
Absolutely.
It's going to be awesome.
There's so much happening in those two fights.
So, yeah.
But first...
So, Alex Pereira, you go ahead.
I'm going to tell you what I don't like about this pay-per-view. What I don't like about it. You ready?
What is it?
I don't like how Adesanya and Masvidal are both hinting at retirements. Both of them. Both of them. They it came out the same day, yesterday. They were both dropping that shit yesterday.
Yeah. That's big news. And it's
I don't even like talking about it. Masvidal is my boy. I've been following him forever.
Mr. Miami can't stop. He can't stop.
He's making business moves.
I don't think it's going to be his.
He's a promoter now. He's doing damn good at it. I don't know what else.
He's smart.
It looked like he's rocking Trio 5, like some kind of cannabis company. Trio 5.
I've seen that.
Yeah, I got to look into that because I might be able to maybe help him. I might need some of that stuff, right? So I think he's got his fingers in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
he's a busy man.
I just don't know if he has the time to train that hard anymore.
It's like you've seen his compound. Look at the thing; it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't even.
Yeah, that was a sick video there on ESPN.
Yeah.
Jeez. He's Masvidal's looking good. He's looking calm. He's looking confident, but not I don't know. He's just looking kind of fit. He's not looking like he's really exercising and hitting the weights every day or anything like that. But he's always had that.
I think he looks really relaxed though. This upcoming fight, I think he's looking relaxed.
Mm-hmm. No, he does. He looks really confident. They both look really confident.
He's just ready to go, man. Yeah.
Burns is a monster, man.
But I think Masvidal's ready to go. He's ready to go.
I'm not even gonna say
it's gonna be a tough fight to watch.
I'm not trying to say he doesn't look good. I already feel I'm trying to I'm saying something I don't want to say. I just feel I don't know. it makes me nervous. It's a nervous fight for me, for sure.
Yeah.
I like both
as soon
those
as a
guys.
fighter,
I like both.
well,
those
as soon
guys.
as a fighter announces retirement, it gets you going, right? You get nervous for him.
Well,
So
yes
it's
and
like-
no, because now they only retire for like 4 months and then they come back. So
Usually,
or switch companies or whatever now.
Yeah, I don't think Masvidal's not going to be done. Adesanya, that's kind of a different story because if Alex gets the job,
He's already
done
beat
again-
him 3 times, not once, twice.
Yeah, and that's what if he gets it done again. What's like, how do you surpass that?
Mhm.
Because he's the champ. Alex Pereira's the champion. He's going to keep the belt. He's got to find a way to beat him, or what? Or he's got to go up a division, or he's got to go down a division.
I think
And
he'll
try
take,
his luck
I
out
think
there.
he'll take time off.
Come
I
on
don't
now.
even think he'll retire. I don't think he would want to say those
hope
words. I don't think he'd want to hear that come out
Yeah.
of his mouth. I think he would take some time off.
Right.
I bet you it's been a lot of pressure
Yeah.
and a lot of stress dealing with this Pereira shit.
Yeah, well, definitely. But I did hear he was having some fun. He let loose. He's been.
He has a
been
good
letting loose
circle
a
of
bit.
boys around him all the time.
Yeah. Well, he's always working hard. Always working hard. He's always training. He takes this fight game seriously.
Yeah.
Like I know some people don't think so, but he does. He lives and breathes this.
Mm.
So I hope he gets it done.
I don't
hope
like
he
it when
gets
he's
done
trying to
this
leave
Saturday.
people
I really
frozen
do.
like Elsa, but like other than that, I'm a huge Adesanya fan.
Yeah.
I have to say it like that,
Stylebender.
otherwise I'll fuck it
Mr.
up.
Izzy.
Yeah, Mr. Izzy.
Yeah.
H to the Izzy.
So interesting news. Alex Pereira, what do you take on this? Training with Chuck Liddell, the legendary Iceman.
Yeah, it was kind of funny, like just looking at big old Chuck there with his big old beer belly and shit. I don't think he's training. I'm pretty sure I heard that I'm pretty sure I heard Chuck say that he's not even training. But it's not about that. It's about having the knowledge there, right?
Yeah, right. Chuck thinks
You got
he's going to get it done.
Glover Teixeira, and you got Chuck Liddell, just a couple of OGs hanging over top of you while you're wrestling, like giving you pointers and shit like that.
Yeah.
That can't be bad for you,
Yeah.
right?
No, definitely not. Chuck thinks that Mr. Iceman thinks he's going to get it. Pereira's going to get it done in easy fashion this time. That's what he believes. Also, fighters and like a few managers and stuff were actually warning Izzy that this fight's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
So, but I don't think Stylebender cares.
Oh no, he does. He's super...
I think he knows what he's up against. He's ready, man. He's always been ready. He's going to go in there like he always does, and he's going to put on a show like he always does. But like he said,
I love
he's got to
Stylebender,
suffocate him.
man. He's my boy also. These guys are all my favorite fighters that we've been talking about. But I gotta say, man, like Pereira's a beast. Pereira's his boogeyman, I think.
He's scary. He's big.
He's big.
I don't know,
big
man.
boy. They talking about him and Teixeira talking about going to heavyweight now. They talking about going to fuck up John Jones. I like that talk.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, we'll have fun. Have fun with that. I think John Jones
will wrestle fuck him into oblivion.
Yeah. Manhandle another person.
All right, let's keep things moving. We
throw him around, toss him around.
We stretched that one out a little bit.
Yep.
That's all right.
It's all good.
Speaking of slaps, I got to go off topic a little bit here.
Yepers.
Have you seen Chris Rock's Selective Outrage?
I have it on Plex, but
you got to check it out.
I haven't watched it.
That's Chris Rock's live.
I will.
He did a live. It was live on Netflix.
Yeah.
So the thing that was cool about that was he cracked a couple jokes about the slap early on in the show, but it was all soft and light shit. But then right at about 60 minutes and 1.5 seconds in, he fucking went off.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard Will wasn't too proud or too happy of that.
He's like, rappers were calling him a bitch, fighters were calling him a bitch, and actors were calling him a bitch. He was just going on.
That situation was just.
But what do you
That
expect?
situation was messed up.
Yeah. Chris Rock
Well, a
is
comedian's
a legend.
gonna throw
They're both
jokes.
legends, but like different sized guys. It's never
A comedian uses anything and everything they can to make their skit funny.
And
So
they're not
if it's
fighters.
a roast,
I know it was like whatever happened.
if it's a
kind of
roast,
happened out of emotion and I know there's a whole bunch of underlying shit going on with Will Smith and and his marriage and all that shit. But I thought the whole thing was kind of was unfortunate, but also super exciting when it happened. And then holy shit, Jimmy Kimmel's hosting job there recently, to follow it up, was like magnificent. He cracked so many brutal jokes that night. Did you see any of the highlights from that?
I saw a couple highlights. Yes.
Yeah, you could just search on YouTube like Jimmy Kimmel. I believe it was Oscars, right? Oscars? No.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think it was Oscars.
We do fight stuff, not movies. I don't know.
But yeah, I've seen.
But anyway,
Yeah.
Will Smith tried to sue him, for like almost for every dollar that he got from Netflix for that. But Chris Rock won.
Yes, I heard.
Yeah.
Well, it was a joke.
Yeah.
He's a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
walk up to a motherfucker, slap the shit out of him in front of the entire world. You know?
They always say,
when you ain't even got your own shit straight, you ain't even got your own household straight, you walking around slapping people.
Yeah. They always say, if you can't take the heat, stay out of the kitchen.
I live in the kitchen, so I know that same shit.
Exactly.
All right, well, hey.
That's how it is, man.
That's it. There's episode 2. Upcoming promotions.
Episode 2.
If you like the content, or if you don't like it, subscribe. Either way, we'd appreciate it.
That'd be much appreciated.
We're working hard. We're both putting a lot into this
easy
right now. Yeah, Miles is he's been upgrading a lot of equipment. He's already got some nice lighting over there. I can see tonight. It looks a lot better.
Thank you, sir.
He's got himself a microphone there. Actually looks similar to my microphone, but I didn't have time to double check.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're both putting a lot into it. He's upgrading a lot of equipment. I'm doing a lot of editing. Sometimes I do it all for nothing, and then I gotta redo it. But
we just want to do it all nice for you fans.
That's right.
We want to do it, man. We want to make it look nice. We want to do well.
I'm working on lots of graphics. I'm coming up with logos.
Just popping
doing everything we can.
Daily.
So if you guys can subscribe, we'd love that. And we could work towards loving you. This can all be about love. You know? But for now, we got fights to watch.
We have fights to watch.
All right. Peace out, Miles.
Peace out.
I'll catch you next time. Yes, sir.
Catch you next time, brother.